Maybe go back to me again a little bit.
How much do you love me?
No,
Not even a little?
not even a little.
My rings?
The diamond.
It's in the box. And then the two that I wear on my other hand, you know those, right?
それはマジでわからん。
4つお願いします。
はい。合ってる？
合ってない。これが違うね。So this is a teal.
え？
There's a small blue one, bluish gray.
This blue! 青!
The small bluish gray one. That one only fits here. I
love you so much.
大変ね. Being my husband. These are my everyday rings, just in case you're wondering. For the future, love. You don't care, you've checked out. Okaeri! That's wrong. I wasn't looking at the camera. Okaeri! Welcome back to my channel, Maybe Between the Pages. My name is Taylor, and today we're starting another reading/life vlog.
Dun, da, 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 dun, da, 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 dun, da, 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 dun.
Now, I haven't done an actual reading vlog in a long time. The last vlog that I did was a travel vlog, but I am slowly starting to read again, which is very exciting. My first trimester sickness, morning sickness, which is a misnomer, it was all day for me, kept me from reading for a really long time, but I'm feeling a lot better right now, which is great, and I want to keep that momentum going. So considering that I'm starting to read again, I thought that I would start a vlog. Also, today is the 12th of December, and I'm very excited because my parents are coming to Fukuoka, and they're going to be staying for my dad's gonna be staying for a month, my mom's gonna be staying for 2 months. So I thought it might be nice to kind of include them in this vlog here and there because I never get to do that because we're usually across the world from each other. So this is gonna be a very fun vlog, and I decided to kick it off today because I got a very exciting package, which is over here from the Broken Binding. Now, I get so many packages from them, it's almost shameful. They've taken so much of my money, but the Broken Binding releases like all of the adult fantasy books that I love in beautiful editions. How can I say no? And I'm also on their subscription, so I get, a box every month. But this box is particularly exciting because it's a set of 3. It is the Children of Time series, which for the life of me, I can't remember what the actual name of the full series is, which you'd think with how excited I am to get these books, I should know that. But he finally released the 3rd book, The Children of Memory. I like the 1st book better than the 2nd book, but I still really enjoyed both, and Children of Time remains one of my favorite sci-fis that I have ever read, and these books are stunning, so I cannot wait to open them with you guys and see what these beauties look like. Also, I know that I keep looking in different places. Sometimes I'm looking at the camera as I should, sometimes I'm not. Bear with me, all right? I gotta get used to vlogging on my phone again. Now, how does one open this box? I should have gotten scissors at the ready. What a noob mistake. Is it here? Is it what? I should go get scissors, I guess. Oh wait, I think I can do it without scissors. There we go. Guys, I'm so excited. Oh, 3 of them packaged together. The Broken Binding always does their utmost to make sure things get to us, in perfect condition, very nicely wrapped. And they've upgraded their boxes too. When I first got my subscription from them, it was just squashed in the mail because it had to come so far. But now with these new boxes, they've all been perfect. Okay, take off the bubble wrap. Oh, this is so exciting. Here they are, like a Christmas present from me to me. Perfect season. Children of Time. Okay, let's undo this bow here. Oh, these are gonna have to have a prime spot on my shelf because the pictures of them were stunning. They have beautiful foiling and digital sprayed edges. I can't wait. Merry Christmas to me. That color on the sprayed edge is already beautifully done. There's a ribbon bookmark. Oh my God. It's so pretty. There she is. And so the bottom is black, top is blue, and there is the showstopper right there. Galaxy digitally sprayed edges. And then if we take off this cover, oh, the end papers too. Oh my gosh, this is such a stunning book. Here is the foil inlay. That is gorgeous. I didn't know it would have so much detail in the planet there. And then the end pages are also Galaxy, and these should be signed. Yep, they're signed with a matching light blue pen. Look at you guys. Oh my goodness. And the dedication says to Portia. I never knew that. Wow, stunning. Okay, so this is the first one. Let me put the dust jacket back on. And I know I'm not looking at the camera as I should be right now, but I can't help but look at the viewfinder and see how pretty it looks on camera. Oh, I'm so happy I got my hands on these. Okay, Children of Time. Next we have Children of Ruin, which I have Children of Time in the paperback version, which I'll definitely keep for reading in the future, but I never got Children of Ruin because I was debating, should I try to find them in the super elusive hardbacks, or should I just go with the paperback collection? And then Broken Binding said, we're gonna release hardbacks, and I was like, well, that solves my problem. So, well, Children of Ruin. This one is purple on the top, black on the bottom, and then that gorgeous Galaxy sprayed edge. Oh my goodness. Let's look at the end pages. Okay. And then the foiling. So it's the same design. It's just a different color scheme, essentially. And we do have the ribbon bookmark in there as well. Okay, okay. I'm loving the purple. The back is just plain. All right, let's put the dust jacket back on this one as well. And finally, Children of Memory. The one that I have not read in the series yet, but I have super high hopes for. I'm trying to remember what the color scheme of this one was. Was this one green? Green? I don't remember. So this is gonna be a nice little surprise what the color scheme is. Red, it's looking red. Wow, so this is my first time seeing this cover. Gorgeous, just as the other covers are. And oh wow, so we've got multiple color scheme. This might be my favorite sprayed edge. I love the different colors here. There's the back. Okay, let's see what our inlay, okay, it's gold. That is beautiful. The top is orange, bottom black, the gold inlay, and the end pages. You know, I didn't check if, yeah, so they did change the color. So the color he signed this one in is green. I guess maybe an homage to little green at the bottom here. And then what color is Children of Ruin? I'm assuming purple. Oh, green. Well, the first one matches, so that's nice. Oh my goodness, these are stunning. Worth every penny. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. Let me put the dust jacket back on and we can see them all side by side. I'm probably gonna read from this edition, which people might think I'm crazy, but I'm only gonna be reading at home where I know this book is completely safe. It will not be, you know, traveling with me to be read, but I can't wait to read it. Okay, so let's put these babies next to each other. Okay, so we've got Children of Time, Children of Ruin, Children of Memory. And then let's take a look at the edges. So there's those together. And then the showstopper. Wow! I'm tempted to put these sprayed edge out on my shelf because, I mean, come on. I might have to put these sprayed edge out. So basically, the broken binding takes way too much of my money, but if they keep putting out products that are this well put together and this gorgeous, I think they're gonna keep taking my money. So, broken binding, amazing job, well done to you. These are gonna be a pride of my collection. And I'm now gonna have to rearrange my entire shelves to fit all 3 of these somewhere in the camera shot. Whether it's my sitting down camera shot or my standing up camera shot, these have gotta be in there. So I'm gonna have to rework that. Maybe I'll take a video of me doing that. When I did that in previous vlogs, people loved that. So maybe I will do that. So that was the unboxing. But I also wanted to just catch you guys up with what I am currently reading. I am on my Kindle right now. I am reading Miss Percy's Pocket Guide to the Care and Keeping of British Dragons. I have wanted to read this book for ages. It's like a cozy fantasy, if you can't tell by the title. And I've been wanting to read it for ages because I adored the why can't I think of what it's called, even though I adored it? The Natural History of Dragons, the Natural History of Dragons series. I loved that. It was like a 5-star series for me. You know, cozy fantasy with science, dragons, kind of Jane Austen vibes. Just adored it. So I've been wanting to get to this for ages. And it also became a SPFBO finalist, which as a judge from Before We Go blog, I am reading all of the finalists that I can. I'm trying to read them all. We'll see if I can finish them in time. But I'm gonna read at least most of them. And so I figure why not knock this one out, because it's one I've wanted to read for ages and it's now a finalist. So congratulations to Olsen for becoming a finalist. And I am 73% of the way in so far. As it's a finalist, I'm not gonna give too many of my thoughts here, but just know that it's highly enjoyable for me so far. I'm not gonna go into detail though, because Before We Go blog is probably gonna release our reviews, you know, in a certain way. And I don't necessarily wanna, you know, stick a wrench in that. So just know so far I'm really enjoying it, 73% of the way through, hoping to finish maybe this weekend, or this week. The weekend's over, Taylor, but this week. We'll see with my parents being here what I get done. So basically December is just a mood reading month for me. I did not put out a TBR. I had wanted to, but filming is just really hit or miss for me. Some days I really can, some days I really can't. And I filmed my tattoo tour and that kind of maxed me out on that filming day. So I did not get a chance to film a TBR and I'm really just winging it if I'm gonna be honest. I'm just mood reading and working my way through the finalists for SPFBO. So my wrap up will be a surprise. I am hoping to get some end of the year content out though, like best of the year, that kind of thing. So hopefully I can film that even with my parents in town, because they're here for a while. So hopefully I can find time to film those videos for you guys, because I love making that kind of content. I'm a planner, so I love, you know, wrapping up the year, planning a new year, that kind of stuff. So yeah, hopefully that'll be coming. But for now, I guess that's my check-in on what I'm reading. These beautiful books that I just unboxed, and I'll check in later. Hello. It's been a minute since I've checked in. About a week-ish, I think, since I last did my check-in for this vlog. To be honest, I kind of forgot that I was making it. So as I mentioned before, my parents are in town, so I decided to ask my dad, who's a big handyman, while they're here, to help me put up like LED strip lights rather than the fairy lights that I've had on my shelves, because I fight a constant battle with humidity in this country. And my command strips that are holding on those lights pop off whenever they so choose. And it was driving me absolutely insane. So I decided to ask him if he would help me drill some holes and get some LED lights up there. And they are up there. What's interesting is I bought a 10-meter set. But instead of it being a 1 10-meter strip all the way through, it was 2 meters that had a splitter. And the risk of that is if they don't calibrate correctly. Now, I bought this one also because I wanted to be able to make my own colors, not just do the presets. So when you look at the Roy G. Biv colors, or not the Roy G. Biv, but like the 3 standard colors, the blues, the greens, and the reds, those are true colors. But the white part is janky. Like all of the strips have a different color. They're not all, only 1 or 2 is like actually true white. So when you try to do DIY colors, it all looks different. But this is what we have now, so you'll see it on my channel. My lights are just gonna have some character to them. So now that I've done that, I'm going to put some new books on the shelves, the ones that I unboxed, the Children of Time set. I think I'm gonna put those pages out, so I need to rearrange the shelves and put those in there. So I figure I'll just do like a little, you know, B-roll for you guys, me setting up my shelves, or rearranging them anyway. So let me turn you guys around and just show you what things look like at the moment. And yeah, we can giggle together. So, well, here's the Christmas tree, first and foremost. There's a lot of presents this year. There's the box of the lights, so this is the brand. So just be aware, Lepro. It comes in 2 sets. So right now I have this preset that I made here. That is 1 consistent color, which is quite nice. But then as soon as let's see, here's the thing here. If I introduce white, let's see. Well, it doesn't look as bad on camera as it does in person, but this is distinctly blue, and this is distinctly like purplish white. This one's actually kind of a true white color. This one, I don't know what this one's doing. It's greener. And this one splits halfway through. So let's find a good example. Let's do like a light blue or let's see, pink. There we go. That one's pretty obvious. So you can see it's definitely not the same color. But it is kind of cool to play with these settings. So we'll see what I end up recording with for my next video. But I think, it's a shame because I really wanted this like warmer color. I wanted to be able to make it, which is why I got one with the white option. So if you click yellow, it's like, I don't know what color that is, but it ain't yellow. So anyway, I don't know, maybe I can do a new preset with every video and you guys can tell me, use the presets I've been playing with, which one you guys like. But I think for just doing my shelves right now, I'll keep it on the low setting right here. So yeah, let me know your thoughts, or if you have any hacks to make basically this warm color, basically that color there of those lights with a white balance thing that's off. If you have any hacks, let me know. Okay, so as you just saw, if you're watching the B-roll footage there, the lights that we had set up broke. They just turned off, not sure why, no idea what happened there. So we're gonna be returning those to Amazon and getting another set, so I had to take them off the shelves. I got halfway through reorganizing them, but I figure if I'm just gonna have to take the books off to put the lights back on again, might as well just sit with the organization a little bit more, see what I want to do. I'm not completely happy with it, but it's not looking too bad, the final result. So my shelves are darker because I took off the fairy lights, so they're a bit darker than when I started, but you know, we'll get there. So fingers crossed the next ones actually work. They're not all different colors. You know, maybe it was a blessing in disguise, really. I think the universe was telling me from the beginning that these were not gonna work. So now I'm just gonna settle in with the family. We're gonna watch some classic Christmas shows, some of those old claymations, you know, and just relax for the night. So I might do some more reading of Sensibility. Right, I haven't checked in since then. So I finished Miss Percy, and I gave it 4 to 4.5. I think I'm going to settle on a 4 out of 5. I don't want to go too much into it because, as I mentioned, I think in my previous check-in, it's a SPFBO finalist. My goodness, the two of you, I can't take you anywhere. Go ahead. Just get the noises done. And Before We Go blog is going to release the finalist reviews on, you know, that vlog, their website first. So I won't go into too much detail, but yeah, either 4 or 4.5 for this one. And then I moved on to the next finalist, which is Scales and Sensibility, which is another like cozy dragon fantasy. So I'm definitely seeing a trend here or vibe here with some of the finalists. But I do think that I do want to pick up one more book this year that is not a finalist, at least one, and I'm eyeing up The Lost Metal by Brandy Sandy because I really would like to close that out. So maybe I'll pick that up during this vlog as well. But for now, I'm gonna check out. Talk to you guys later. Okay, so hi. We just got in the car and it's freezing, and so I am still all bundled up. But it is a Christmas Eve day, and Hayato and I are out doing last minute Santa shopping. We're also going to pick up the Christmas chicken. So in Japan, people eat fried chicken. I believe that KFC came to this country and was like, oh, they don't have any traditions yet for Christmas. Well, let's make one. And then they charge $60 for fried chicken on Christmas. But as my parents are in town, we want to give them that experience. So we are going to do last minute shopping, pick up the Christmas chicken. And so while we were in the car, I wanted to just check in with an update for the channel, not necessarily reading. So I don't know how many people know this, hopefully a lot at this point because I've announced it a couple times, but I do an interview series in collaboration with Steve Talks Books and P.L. Stewart. He's an indie author, and Steve Talks Books, if you can't tell, is another booktuber. You should go check both of them out if you haven't. But anyway, we do a collaborative interview series called Page Chewing, and 2023 is going to be a big year for us. We're very excited, but we just closed out 2022 with Travis Baldree yesterday on my channel, and it was an amazing interview. We talked about so many things: indie and self-pub versus traditional publishing, audiobook narration, and he also gave us exclusive sneak peeks into Bookshelves and Bone Dust, which is the sequel to Legends and Lattes. And if you're a fan of Legends and Lattes like I am, I think we're all gonna love Bookshelves and Bone Dust based on what he said. So go check out that episode if you haven't. I'll be sure to have it linked in the description down below. But it was a fantastic interview, wonderful end to the year, and just Baldree is an amazing person. So just wanted to give that a shout out on my channel. Don't know when I'll be popping back in. It's Christmas Eve day, so you know, Christmas Eve will be with family. Maybe I'll do some B-roll footage here and there of me reading. We'll see. But yeah, talk to you guys soon. Happy holidays. So for the first time in years, I have Christmas cookies in Japan. Hata's mom lent us an oven, and my mom came with her cooking skills. My grandma's recipe, Linzer tarts. These are an invention this year, the little bite-sized ones, but raspberry jam. It's delicious with a sprinkling of powdered sugar on top. Looks like Christmas. So we're just walking around one of the local areas, and I've never seen this before in my life, but it's a vending machine. Paella.
How do you get paella out of it?
It's like a frozen piece of
Empanadas. Vegan empanada. I mean, I don't know what to think. All right.
pencils.
Oh, nice.
Good.
Yeah, and then I let go.
Yes.
Mag-practice.
Just checking. I'm just checking.
One.
I think more than that, right?
What one?
Just
John says it's not right.
Oh, she said a lot more, that's all.
2,
2.
3. San. 1, 2.
There you
Ah,
go.
hey. And the one in the cup. Hudson.
You can do it stronger, she's saying, if you want to.
泡が立つまで。
microphone.
No, no,
More like this.
More. And
no, no.
I don't know.
Yep, the
Okay.
spiral.
So,
There you go.
yes.
Perfect. Yay!
I didn't make very many bubbles.
No.
I'll have to practice. Yeah. So.
It's first time.
It's easy.
Pretzel found the presents. I'm not sure where his head disappeared to. He's somewhere in there. Must be happy though if he's just hanging out. He's on the move. He came out the other side. Where are you going? Bye. Oh, I don't think I ever did an update. So my dad and I finally fixed English, I speak it, fixed the lights, got new lights. So this is my beautiful new bookshelf. It's on purple right now, but I can change it to whatever I want, and I love it. I should probably get him. It's cold out there. He's gonna regret going out there away from the heat. So I realized that the last clips with Pretzel probably didn't show the new shelves in all their glory. Our Christmas tree is still up. But here they are. They are beautiful. And if I change the angle, then you can't really see the lights and it's just front lit. My dad did an amazing job. And I rearranged a lot of the books. I also got this little Totoro set for Christmas from Hayato. You can rearrange them however you want. It's like a balancing thing. It's adorable. I love it so much. So I rearranged the books. You may see some new ones floating around there. I will do a haul in the near future, I think. We do also have my little Ojizo-san. He still has his little Christmas hat. That's Pretzel's Christmas hat that he will only tolerate for a millisecond. So we thought he looked adorable. I just dusted these. Wow, that accumulates quickly. We still have the poinsettias for Christmas. I'm going to be changing some of those vibes soon, but I'm very happy with the new layout for now. Oh, my book nook isn't on. Let me turn that on as well. Oh man, it's not a very strong, the lights kind of died down, but it is a infinity mirror, so usually you can see through into the shelves in the back, but I guess the light has died down, so you can't really, but these are still going strong. So I am pretty happy with the shelves as they stand right now. And let me go ahead and get the remote here, and let's play with some colors. So this is white. Let's go with, this is one of my favorites, like this dark blue. The vibes. Purple, yellow, greenish. I like the colors, but they don't always look like the color you click. I am still trying to do a DIY setting for just kind of a warm light, kind of like these Christmas tree lights. Haven't quite got there yet, but the closest I think is maybe this one right now, which is this orange one. We'll see. But I tend to go towards the cooler colors when I'm not recording. Anyway, that is that, and I'm happy with them, and you'll see me play with them in future videos. Hey guys, I thought I would catch you up on my current reading progress. It is now 2023. We have now started the new year. So even though I started a song for The Void in 2022, I finished it on the 1st of January of this year. So it's counting for 2023. And since this is another SPFBO finalist, which I've said quite a bit in this vlog, I was reading 3 of them in a row, so that's probably why. Again, this will be available on Before We Go blog when we release all of our reviews kind of in a bundle with the average rating and all that. But I will say for me personally, I loved this book. I think it's going to be a 5-star for me. The more that I think about it, the more I appreciate it. So yeah, I think the writing in this was stunning. I definitely want a physical copy of this. I'll talk more about it, like I said, later, but overall thoughts, really enjoyed this. And then after that, I started reading The Hunger of the Gods by John Gwynne, the sequel to Shadow of the Gods. And I'm about 10% into this right now. You can see my tabs there, and I'm enjoying it just as much as the first one. Tonight, I hope to, take my face off, relax, settle in, and read a bunch of this before I go to bed. Maybe I will end up doing some reading sprints with this, not sure, but I definitely plan to make progress in the next couple days. Another update that is not so good is that Hayato has COVID. He tested negative twice, even though he was feeling kind of sick, and then his symptoms worsened and he finally tested positive. So he is quarantined in our room right now, and so I kind of unexpectedly got shut out of our bedroom. Thankfully my bookshelf is out here, so at least that's been able to be engaging. But because I feel fine right now, but because I have been exposed, I should not leave the house, at least until after tomorrow. So I do plan to get some reading done in that time, hopefully really fly through a chunk of this, since I can't go anywhere anyway. Fingers crossed I continue to feel good though, because I am not trying to feel the symptoms that he's been feeling. Even with the vaccines, we've both been vaccinated, so yeah, staying away. My mom has also got her mask on. I don't think I said actually in this vlog that my dad went home yesterday, so he is back in the States. He tested negative for COVID and didn't have any symptoms whatsoever. He tested negative the day that he left, or the night before he left. So he's back home in the States, but my mom is staying here for another month, so her and I have been doing this weird dance of, I don't know, both of us felt okay until she started feeling a little head coldy earlier today, so it's just one of those things where it's a weird dance of trying to stay away from each other in this small house that we have. So fingers crossed that I stay asymptomatic. And I'm hoping to get another test tomorrow, and hopefully I will test negative. But that does mean that I have some time to read, so we'll see how I do. Okay, so it has been several days since I've checked in. Hayato is still testing slightly positive for COVID, so I'm still locked out of our room. But my mom and I are negative and going stir crazy, so we're just gonna take a little outing today to a coffee shop, be productive somewhere outside of the house since we're all clear. And I'm going to be taking Hunger of the Gods with me, as well as my computer, so I can do some editing. So I'm looking forward to that. My study stuff is also trapped in the room, so I can't study Japanese today. But, we can get some other stuff done. So Hunger of the Gods is amazing so far. I also read The Promised Neverland last night. Let me back up for a sec. That I needed like a shorter read to take a break from reading the longer books. So I read The Promised Neverland, which is a manga. I read the first volume and it was really good. I enjoyed it, blew through it real quick. So that was nice. I think I ended up giving it 3.5 stars because the characters still seem a bit like archetypes of characters rather than actually fleshed out, people we can care about. But I'm sure that that'll get, developed later on in the series. I think there's like 20 volumes or something. So I may continue on with that because my library does have the second volume. So we'll see about that. I'm thoroughly enjoying Hunger of the Gods, though, even though I'm going through it a lot slower than I expected. I love Svik. I'm a huge fan of comedic relief characters kind of thing, and I just love him and his cheese. I love when he's on page, especially with Varg. So I'm really enjoying the development of the character relationships, which is a bit scary in this book because people die in this world and they die often. So I'm starting to care a lot. I'm a little concerned, but I will keep you guys updated. I'm about halfway through the book at this point. All right, so sorry I didn't check in yesterday after going out. My mom and I just spent some time together and it was really nice. But it is now the next day. I got some editing done and then just hung out, essentially. I did get to 50% of the way into Hunger of the Gods, so loving that still so far. You may notice that I have a little snake around my neck in this check-in. If you haven't met him before, if you're new to my channel, this is Pretzel. I haven't filmed with him in a while, and I think I will film with him again soon. But you can see he's tucked himself quite tightly in here because the poor guy is cold. I had to finally tested negative today. Finally, after 10 days of isolation. So we now have all the doors open and we're clearing out the room, or had this clearing out the room that he was in. And Pretzel was also in that room. So Pretzel's cage is getting a whole revamp and clean. And because we have the windows open, it's cold. So he has curled himself very tightly around the one source of heat he has access to. Poor thing. But he'll get back in his cage with his heater soon. So I just wanted to check in with you guys and say sorry that I didn't check in yesterday. But like I said, I'm 50% of the way through now Hunger of the Gods. So you can see where I am by where my tabs are. I'm tabbing the shit out of this book. Oh, some movement. Good morning. I'm gonna go back to work today. My work schedule starts as usual. I'm still looking at the wrong places in these vlogs. You'll have to forgive me. I'll get used to it again eventually. But I'm going back on my usual work schedule, so hopefully I can keep doing, check-ins and content for you guys. Yeah, I think that's all I've got this morning. I guess I'll check back in with you guys when I've done some more reading. See you then. Okay, so it's again a couple days later. Just got back home from work on a Saturday. I was exhausted after work, so I took a nap. The baby and I took a nap. Clearly I'm still recovering from it. And I think the only energy I really have today is to read. So if I show you guys here, I've got Hunger of the Gods. I am, I don't know, not quite 3/4 the way, but close. I'm reading this slow, but I'm enjoying every second of it. So that TBR that I put for January is not looking too good because I'm taking a long time with this book, but I am enjoying it every time I pick it up. And then if I flip you guys around just for a second, or I'll show you at the end of this clip, actually. I have my atmosphere all set up. I got my lights on. Christmas tree is still up. I'll probably take it down tomorrow, but I'm gonna enjoy it for tonight. Got some lo-fi on. Mom's hanging out, doing her own thing, so it's just gonna be a cozy night with reading. So far, I've just been scrolling on my phone, so we're gonna stop that now, and we're actually gonna read. But yeah, it's definitely a chill night. So the Hunger of the Gods, though, I am loving it. But I've fallen in love with these characters, especially Svik, who I have a really soft spot for comedy relief characters, like witty comedy relief characters. that's why I like Locke from The Lies of Locke and More so much, because it's like witty, you know. So if there's a character like that, I'm gonna fall in love with them. And I've really started to care for a lot of these characters, and they're like kind of coasting right now, kind of all getting to their final destinations and where they're all going to interact together. And I have a feeling that Gwyn is just going to destroy me, because he's made me love these characters during this downtime. And I have a feeling they're all going to come for each other. And I'm not looking forward to that. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. Maybe I can finish tonight. Maybe it'll be one of those nights where I really get into reading. We'll see. I'll check back in if something drastic happens. Here's the vibes I was talking about. Can't get more vibey than that. All right, guys, I just finished The Hunger of the Gods. And listen. This is why I read fantasy. I said that about the first book. I feel the exact same about the ending of this book. There was a portion of this in the middle where my reading was real slow, and we were getting the characters like where they needed to be for the finale, and I was thinking, oh, this might be stretching on a little bit too long. I might have to take off like a half a star or a star for this, because I don't know, like it was stretching on a bit long, I thought. I never was bored, but I was worried that we wouldn't get like the epic finale in this book and it would have middle book syndrome. I apologize, Mr. Gwyn. I apologize for not having faith in you. The end of this book was incredible. I read the last 150 pages so fast, I could not get the words in my eyeballs fast enough. You couldn't tell me nothing during the last 150 pages of this book. You could not pull me away from it. This was so incredibly good. I care for these characters so much. The battle scenes, you know, that's where Gwyn really, really shines. He shines in a lot of ways, but the battle scenes are his magnum opus. He's so good at them. And the end of this book has so much payoff. Also, if you don't listen to like epic battle music when you're reading a final like fight scene in epic fantasy, I strongly urge you to do so. Because doing that with this book made everything so much more heightened. I was so hype and into it. So good. So good. I can't say anything because it's the second in the series, right? So I don't want to give anything away, but 5 stars. Like, even though the pacing felt a little slow in the middle there, that ending was worth it, made up for it. I can't say enough about this. I'm gonna have a hard time reviewing this without it being spoilery, but yeah, read it. Also, I think I'm gonna finish this vlog here because I was kind of, you know, following the reading of this book, and since I just finished it, I need to sit with it for a while. I've got a couple of the books. You can see all my tabs. Yeah, you know, I don't know if I liked it. I don't know if I had thoughts on it. So I need to sit with this for a minute. And I have some other stuff that I need to do tonight. But I think I'm going to close out this vlog here, and I'll start again when I pick up my next book. So let me know in the comments down below what you're reading. If you've read The Shadow of the Gods and or The Hunger of the Gods, what were your thoughts on them? Spoiler free, of course, for anyone who hasn't read it. But yeah, let me know. Also, earlier in this vlog, I think I talked about the SPFBO books, and I can't do a full review for them yet. But if you're also reading along with the SPFBO competition, we'd love to hear your thoughts on some of the books that you've read from that also in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click that bell. Would love to have you as part of this community, and I appreciate it. But for now, I'm gonna head out. Jenny!